Hey, my name's Jarrett. I'm an occupational therapist and a lymphedema therapist, and welcome to my live. We're having some technical difficulties before, but hopefully everything will run just fine now. So, I'm here today to go over some different strategies for the management of chronic swelling conditions. I have a practice down here where I manage occupational and physical therapists, and we manage the condition of lymphedema a lot. And lymphedema is a chronic swelling condition, and a lot of the times there's a lot of confusion or there's a lot of misinformation out there. So I wanted to do a good job of providing different resources that people can use, whether it be people that have lymphedema themselves, caregivers, or other therapists too. So the items I want to go over today are literature or educational books that you can read up on it, compression garments, tools that you can use in practice, or tools that an individual with lymphedema or swelling can use to help manage the swelling. In addition to that, using some novel technology or to use some technology like the Echo Show to manage the condition or to manage the things that you need to do on a day-to-day basis. So with that, the first thing that I want to go over is the complete lymphedema management guide. This is really the most essential book that I can recommend to people to have. This goes over pretty much everything that you need for lymphedema management of the symptoms. It does a great job of breaking down the diagnosis into language that anyone can understand. So a lot of the times, you'll go to a doctor's appointment or you go to a therapist appointment, and you'll leave there feeling more confused because they're talking in terms or jargon that you just don't understand. So this book does a great job of not doing that. It explains things in such a way that it's really easy to get. In addition to that, there are a lot of pictures in here and diagrams that you can use to help manage the condition. In here, it actually even goes over how to complete what's called manual lymphatic drainage. And what that is it's a type of massage that will help move the lymphatic fluid from one area of the body to another. Generally, with this chronic swelling condition, it will occur in the arms or the legs, but it really can also occur in any other type of the body or any other location of the body as well. So this will go into detail of how to manage it by manual lymphatic drainage, and it will show you pictures of all the different hand strokes that you need to make and how to direct it to another, how to direct the swelling to another area. In addition to that, it also goes over pneumatic pumps or compression pumps to help move the fluid from one area to another. It also goes over multi-layered compression bandaging and different compression garments as well. So the next item that I have here is actually a compression garment that's talked about in the book. It's a Velcro garment, and we'll get into that next, and we'll come back to this book as well. So for compression of the extremities for the management of lymphedema, you can use a compression sock or garment, or you could use a Velcro garment as well. So this is the Circade Juxtalite. This garment is used to help manage the condition of lymphedema. It comes with a compressive sock that's in there. So this sock actually will give compression from the toes to the ankle. Everything above the ankle is going to get compression from the actual garment or the fabric itself that has straps on the side with Velcro to help tighten it down on the sides. So when you open the box, you'll find that it comes with a compression sock, the actual Circade garment itself, and a couple pieces of literature and the built-in BPS card or the built-in pressure system card, which will help give consistent compression when you put the garment on. So with the sock here, you can see that here on the bottom, it gives about 15 to 25 pounds of pressure, and it's woven differently than the material here above the ankle. So here you're not going to get anything. You're going to get it from the garment. At the sock portion only, you're going to get compression from the way that it's woven. And it's 15 to 25 pounds of pressure. There is another type of lining sock that you can get more pressure, but you can purchase that separately. So with this, you will just pull this on, like so. And as your foot goes into the bottom area of the sock, you'll start to feel that gradiated compression or that 15 to 25 pounds of compression to the foot portion only. When you pull it on, it's going to be pulled up all the way to the thigh here. So if I was to stand up, you could see it's pulled up all the way to here. After you get the sock on, you're going to then apply the garment. So now this here has a label, so you know which way is the top. So it says top right on the top, and this side's the bottom. The tan side is going to be the outside of the garment, and the black side is going to be the inside. So I just remember, black on black, so that way you know that the tan is going to be on the outside, and this is how you put it on. So I always recommend clients to start by anchoring the garment down on your leg. So what you'll do is you'll take the first strap that's up here at the top, and you'll unroll the Velcro, and you'll just anchor it down to the other side. So that way it's kind of dangling, it's hanging. It doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be tight at this point. We're actually going to adjust that later on as we go about the process. Next, what we'll do is we will anchor the bottom strap. So we'll unroll that, and we'll just loosely apply it to the fabric. Now what we'll do is we'll adjust it along the leg. This should really be right at about the ankle bone, and it should be no higher than about 2 fingers width below the knee. It's really important that you don't bring it all the way up here to the top of the knee, or right below the knee if you're in between sizes. So after you put it where it's supposed to be, we're going to unroll the other 2 straps of Velcro here, and just again loosely attach it to the garment. And that looks just about right, 2 fingers below the knee. Next, what we'll do is we're going to use a patented piece of equipment that they use with this garment, and we're going to use the BPS card. So what this card here is, it's a compression card, and it tells you how much compression you're going to be giving yourself with the garment. So the bottom arrow here is on one side, and you have the pounds of pressure on the other. So you can get 20 to 30, 30 to 40, or 40 to 50 pounds of pressure on this garment, and this card will help direct you. What you'll do is you will line the arrow and the amount of pressure to the lines that are on the garment here. So you'll line it up just like so, and you'll know how much compression you're giving yourself by the amount of stretch that you give. So if I was to tighten this up, like so, and anchor it down, I'll then take the card and put it right against those lines. And right now it shows me that I have about 20 to 30 pounds of pressure. So now for our purposes today, let's give myself, 30 to 40. So I'm going to tighten it up a little more. And it's perfect. It's about 30 to 40 pounds of pressure right there. Now we'll move on to the next strap. I always like to go from the bottom up, just that way I know that the pressure is evenly distributed, and it's just easier to go from the bottom up. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to give myself a nice tug here. I'll line up the card again. And I've got about 30 to 40 pounds of pressure. That's perfect. And we'll move on to the next 2. And as you do this more, you'll get the hang of it. You'll almost not even really need the card. Like every time that I'm doing this right now, I'll almost get the right amount of compression just because I do this every day, So if a client is using this garment, it gets easier every single day, the more that you do it. So once again, so hit the mark, and then the last one. Let's see what I got here. And that's a little too much, actually. It's about 40 to 50 pounds of pressure. So I'm going to ease up on it a bit. And there we go. We got 30 to 40 pounds of pressure. After you put the garment on, you're going to then take the top of the sock right here. You're just going to roll it down over the top of the garment, and you're good to go. Garment's on. So it's a pretty easy device to get on. It's easier than some other items that are out there. I really like this. I really recommend this a lot because of its ease of access It's really thin too as well, so it allows it to breathe, so it's not too hot, especially during the summer. Heat can actually cause exacerbations of lymphedema as well. So keeping things at a temperature of where it's more so comfortable or cooler, that's really important. So now to take this off, we'll just roll the sock back up, and we'll take the straps off the leg, or take the straps off the material. What I recommend is you take this Velcro piece and you, once again, you roll it back upon itself. I find this to be important because if you just let these hang like so, they're gonna get all tangled up and it's gonna be a mess when you go to put it back on again. So just roll it back on itself and you'll make your job easier the next time. So I'm gonna take it, roll it back, and roll this back as well. And we're good to go. I'm gonna take the sock off. And there we have it. So now this garment is it's great. It comes in a bunch of different sizes. It comes in a short size or a small to extra large. There is two different lengths for it. So it's either it's either a larger size or a smaller size for the length. But it does a great job at managing the lymphatic condition. Let's see. Let's move back on to the book here. Before we move back on, I want to show you the pamphlet here. It does have an instruction manual or a pamphlet, and I usually recommend my clients just keep this posted on their bureau, posted in their bathroom on the wall, or posted somewhere where they typically get dressed. So that way, if they have any questions about how to get it on and off, they can just easily access this to do so. And that's the Circade Juxtalite. So now coming back to the book, it also goes over not just compression garments, but it also goes over exercises as well, because exercise is essential for lymphedema management. And it has pictures of how to complete the different exercises, which include some range of motion, basically body movements to help influence the areas of where the fluid is going to. So along those lines, we'll move on to the med massager, foot massager. So the med massager is a really handy tool. It's a big platform, it's a big foot plate, and I actually, when I'm at home, I will keep this underneath my desk and I will turn this on, and it helps to work on the circulation of my legs or the lower extremity. It has 11 different pressure or 11 different vibration settings. So if I was to turn it on to level 1, you'll see that the whole platform vibrates. And so this is great for not just lymphedema, but it's great for circulation in general. So I can turn it from 1 all the way to 11, and that thing cranks a lot. So it's pretty good. It really helps with, once again, improving the circulation of someone that is having any issues of the lower extremity. It's comfortable. There is a couple different patterns or a couple different settings you can put this on. So you can have it like so and have your feet just rest right here on the bottom. Or you could turn it like this and then have your calves lay on it as well. So it's versatile in the fact that you can use this on different parts of the body, whether it be just the feet, whether it be the calves, or any other part of the body that you need, of the lower extremity, of course. It's non-slip. It has non-slip feet here, so it's not going to glide around. I would definitely, if you're going to use this, maybe put it against the wall, however, because if your feet are resting on anything, something's going to slide. But generally, these non-slip feet do a really good job of preventing this from sliding around. I will use this in my clinic a lot, and to disinfect it, basically I'll take a Lysol wipe and just wipe it down. Very, very easy to clean. I like to use this a lot at the beginning of a treatment. So if someone is participating in exercises, doing something else, maybe for the upper extremity, then they'll have this on their feet and they'll warm up with this to start. If someone is sitting at home and they are trying to manage the condition themselves for the circulation of their legs, then this can be placed underneath your desk. It could be placed right by the couch if you're sitting down watching TV. It's a great passive activity or passive modality to use. So I really like this a lot, and I hope you guys take a look at it. It really does a great job at managing circulation. So we'll move back to the lymphedema management book. So in this book, another thing that's really important in regards to lymphedema management are the dietary habits that someone has. So in regards to that, this gives the items that you should really eat on a day-to-day basis. Now, if there are other medical conditions, of course, your doctor is going to advise you upon all that. But this does a great job of providing the fruits and vegetables and the items that you should have. And not just that, but it gives practical applications of it. So it gives you a meal plan of what you should eat on a day-to-day basis. Even going over things such as appetizers, salads, dressings, and everything in here is they're pretty tasty meals. It's not something intense to where it's unappealing or unappetizing. So this is really, once again, it's a really, really great book to use, not just for the exercise, not just for the understanding of the diagnosis of lymphedema, or not just understanding compression garments, but also that dietary component that goes so missed a lot of the time. So this is a really, really handy book, and if you take anything out of this, get this book, because it will really simplify things in a way that that no one else can in paper form, at least. So the last item that I would like to go over today is something that will tie all of this stuff together, and I am a huge proponent for it, and it is the Echo Show. I love this device. This is my favorite tool. I highly recommend it for the use of managing the day-to-day applications of lymphedema. It is pretty small and pretty compact. So right here, I'm going to turn it on so that way you can see the whole process. So you're going to see it boot up. It has the power cord right in the back. It's I believe a 15 by 15 display, and it's pretty light. The speakers on it are also loud, and that's something that was surprising to me. I didn't think that the sound was going to be as great as what it is. So you can use this to manage your lymphatic condition by asking it to remind you when to do your exercises. You can use this to provide different recipes for you if you can't remember them from this book. There are just so many applications to use this. You can also use it to make phone calls as well. So if you need to talk to your doctor for a telehealth visit, you can do it right here on this device. It connects right to your Wi-Fi network, and it's very, very easy to use. A lot of clients will actually keep this device or one of the similar ones from Amazon next to their bedside table, on their bureau, in the kitchen, in their office. There are so many places that you can put it because, once again, it is a compact and small size. So there are some great privacy features on it. If you're someone that's worried about privacy, you can easily put it on a mute mode, which is right here on the top. And once it's on, you'll see there's a red bar at the bottom. You can also ask it just to go into to privacy mode or do not disturb mode as well. The volume up and volume down button are right here on the top. And if you press it, you can see that it's going up to the louder settings. Or you could just scroll down on it as well using the touch screen. The application that I want to show you right now is just how easy you can use this for let's say, the dietary component. So what I'm going to say is, Alexa, look up a low sodium recipe. and she's going to pull up a low sodium recipe for us right now. And not only that, but it will also have the ability to watch how to make the recipe in real time. It will have the video right here, so that way you can watch it and go step by step by step for the application or making of the meal. You can ask Alexa to even make a grocery list. So I could say, Alexa, add milk to the grocery list. Boom, and it's done. So we got milk and we have paper towels. Apparently that we need paper towels. So we now have paper towels and milk to our list. And you can also access this on your cell phone as well. So while you're in your home, you could speak out loud and talk about the items that you need to make for the meal for tonight. And then you can go to the grocery store, open up your cell phone, open up the Alexa app or the Amazon app, and you'll have your whole grocery list right there for you. So it's really, really convenient in that way. You can also, once again, you can also put reminders in this as well. So I could talk to her. I'm going to unmute her and ask her to remind me to do my exercises, because, you know, one of the hardest things as a therapist to do is to have their clients do their exercises sometimes. So Alexa, remind me to do my exercises in 20 minutes.
Okay, I'll remind you in 20 minutes.
Boom. And there we go. So she's going to remind me in 20 minutes that I need to do my exercises. You could also do it this way. Alexa, remind me every day at 9:00 a.m. to do my exercises.
Okay, I'll remind you every day at 9 a.m.
And there we go. So this is a handy thing that I've actually done in my client's home. They weren't a fan of it because they didn't want to do their exercise, but it was great for myself because I knew that at least I'm doing my job and trying to get them to do their exercises and the things that they need to do on a day-to-day basis. So once again, I truly love this device. It does a great job of succinctly making sure that people are doing the things that they need to do for lymphedema management. So with this book here, you can then go through the book, and after you read the book, talk to Alexa, and then just have her remind you of when you need to do the things. And if you need to order anything from this book, you can then also do it from Alexa and order it right from the Amazon app, or order it right from Alexa herself. So I hope that my live was helpful. I hope you guys take a look at all these products. This product right here and this product right here, highly, highly, highly recommend. The compression garment, definitely need compression if you have lymphedema. And if you need circulation of your lower extremity, you definitely want to use the bed massager too as well. So I hope you take a look at it.